Okay, the homework was exercise 12.6. So this is exercise 12.8. Okay, so 7. Okay, any issues with 12.7? Yes. Okay, what was the issue? 8. Anything else other than number 8? 8 and 10. Okay, so I must do the whole 8 and the whole 10. I can't just do 10C because why? I don't know the story behind it and all of those things. Okay. It's on page? Sorry? 279. So it's exercise 12.7 on page 279, number 8. Okay. We are told that the petrol price was 8 Rand 50 per litre when the exchange rate was 6 Rand 85 cents to the US dollar. 1 year later, the Rand weakened and the exchange rate changed to 9 Rand 70 to the US dollar. The cost of crude oil in US dollars on the international market remained the same. Okay? There are no other variations in your calculation. Calculate the percentage increase in the cost of 1 US dollar. So, if you're looking at 1 US dollar costed 6 Rand 85 cents and it went up to 9 Rand 70 cents. So how do we calculate percentage increase? This is your difference over original times 100. Not so. So what's my difference? It's going to be 9 Rand 70 minus 6 Rand 85 over the original. What's the original? 6 Rand 85 cents. The times by 100 to get the percentage. Put on the calculator. $9 Rand 70 minus 6 Rand 85 cents. Yes. Aligning the board. Okay, so it's plus over 6 Rand 85 cents times minus. So then give us a percentage increase of 41 Rand and 61 cents. 41,61%. 41,61%. Okay. You all understand? Yes. Then the question says calculate the expected increase in petrol price. You can assume that the petrol price will remain will increase by the same percentage, which is 41,61% as the exchange rate. So in other words, we are going to increase this. This is the B part of the question. I'll put it at the bottom here. So the current price of per litre is 8 rand 50. So it's 8 rand 50. So the new price is going to be 8 rand 50 multiplied by 100% with an increase of 41.61. You would have said decrease, I would have said minus. And this is all over 100. So it's 8 rand 50 multiplied by fraction 100 plus the 41.61%, which is the last answer calculated, over 100. So the answer is 12 rand and 4 cents per litre. So what's the issue with regards to the sum? Why didn't you guys get it right? Where did you go wrong? Sorry? So you used the wrong value here. But you did calculate, that calculation is correct.
No, sir, in the first one.
In the first sum?
Yes.
Oh, in A?
Yes.
You use 8 rand 50 here?
No. For the second one.
You say the first one, did you say the second one?
No, the second number.
Oh, the 6,85.
Yes.
But you must remember this is a price per litre of petrol. Okay? But okay, let's then do the next one. Let's look at the next one. Next one is number 10. Okay, so we are told in the note that South Africa, like most other countries, import crude oil that is used to produce petrol, paraffin, diesel, and many other products. So they import the crude oil, barrels of crude oil, or tankers, or whatever, and then it comes here and then they refine that oil, and then now make your gases and your paraffin and your diesel and all of those things from it. Okay. Then we are told that the cost of petrol is dependent on two important factors: the price of crude oil, which is sold in US dollars, and the exchange rate from rands to US dollars. So the weaker the rand becomes, the more expensive it becomes from our point of view to buy. Okay. And of course, if petrol goes up, or petrol of course goes up, or diesel, everything goes up. Okay, that has a ripple effect on everything. Okay. So in question 10, we are told that there are two major factors that influence the price of petrol, namely the cost of importing crude oil and the rand to dollar exchange rate. The petrol in South Africa cost 8 rand 50 per litre at the time, when the crude oil costed $92 a barrel. And the exchange rate was 6 rand 85 to the US dollar. Calculate the percentage increase. Did we do this now? Oh yeah, from a different point of view. Calculate the percentage increase if the cost of crude oil, if the price of oil increased to $140 a barrel. So here in A, the cost per barrel changed. So again, what did we say for percentage increase or decrease? It's going to be a difference over original times 100. Okay, so what's my difference? 140 minus 92 over the original. What's the original price? 92, and we times it by 100. So it's going to be 140 minus 92 over 92 times 100. That's going to give us 52,17%. Okay, you all okay with that? In B we are told, calculate the percentage increase in the cost of $1 if the exchange rate changes to 11,70 to the dollar. Calculate the percentage increase in the cost of $1. So this is what we're comparing now, because the exchange rate was 6 rand 85 cents, and it's changing now to, it's almost double, not so. So the percentage is going to be very, very high. Okay? It's going to be close to 100%. So calculate the percentage increase. How do we calculate percentage increase? It's going to be a difference over original times 100. So the difference is going to be 11 rand and 70 cent multiplied minus 6 rand 85 cents over the original 6 rand 85 cents times 100. So it's going to be 11 rand 70 minus 6 rand 85 cents over 6 rand 85 cents times 100. That's going to give you 70,80. 80%. So 7,8% increase. 70. Right, you understand? Then C, we are asked to calculate the expected increase in petrol based on A and B. Okay, the expected increase. So what was the, it was the original price was 8.50 rand. Not so. So now we must work out what the current, considering this increase here, okay, of the exchange rate, the rand weakening, or the dollar strengthening, one of the two, and the price per barrel of crude oil that went up. So we must take both into consideration. Okay? So we must use 8.50 rand, that's going to be original, so I must work out the new price. So it's 52 rand and let me just pause here quickly while I'm thinking about this. Alright, so at this point, listen, you settle down. According to the micronation, what she did was she said 8.50 multiplied by 52,17 plus 70,8 or plus 100 all over 100 gave us a new price of 18.95 per liter. No? But I don't agree with that. The reason for that is because the price of your increase per barrel, the price of increase per barrel was independent on the price of your increase of your exchange rate. They didn't say it's directly affected. Not so? Okay, so because it's not directly affected, there's other factors that also influences the percentage increase. Sometimes your cost per barrel can decrease. At the same time, your rand would increase or weaken against the dollar. You understand? Now, because of that, I can't accept this. Okay? Well, I don't agree with it. I could be wrong. Okay? So if I'm wrong and somebody can explain to me why I'm wrong, you can contact me on that number. Yes. As I said, I could be wrong. But what I think would be the correct calculation here. And as I said, I could be wrong. I would go with this calculation. I would say 8.50 must be multiplied by the increase of the cost per barrel multiplied by the increase of the rand. That is independent. They don't happen together, hand in hand. So it's going to be 70.8 plus 100 over 1,000, over 100. So that gave me an answer of, I worked it out now, 22.09. Okay. So that's the new price per liter. Alright? Wait, we just check something. Okay, looking at the answer I just got now, which is 22.09, that seemed to be just too high. Okay? So another learner got the same answer. Okay, so explain how do you get that action? Well, what is the logic behind it? Any one of you who got the right answer? Yeah, exactly. Why did you?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So basically,
Yesterday, yes.
I got that 22.09 as well.
You got my answer as well, yes?
And then I thought that's way too high.
Yeah, I also thought thinking that, yes. But now I need to explain why.
Yes. So
Yes.
then I was like, and it's not like the answer in the textbook. So then I was like, how did they get to that thing? And then I thought, this is okay. So BA, right? That's like the percentage increase of like the barrels, right?
Yes.
Some dollars, right? And then it's then 52.17 is the increase of like dollar to rand, right?
Yeah.
So then that's why I just added like 70.8 to 52.17 because it's not like the 70.8 doesn't have anything to do with rand. That's what I think. It doesn't make any sense, I know.
So you admit you're not making sense.
Yes.
Because I'll be listening to you and you tell you. Okay. The other one? They got the answer? What's your name? You just did the calculation. And you went straight into getting the right answer.
No, but previously I was struggling with that. I just came up to that.
Nice. You see, if you look at, I'd have to take this back. If you look at the 18.95 per liter, looking at that, it makes sense in terms of the scenario. But I can't explain why the calculation is like. When I worked it out on the side now, if I had said, okay, the exchange rate, no? If the exchange rate changed and the cost per barrel stayed the same, the cost per barrel remained $92 per barrel, then the crude oil, the price per liter would have been 14.52 cents. Okay. However, if the rand to dollar exchange rate remained the same, if that remained the same, and the cost per barrel increased, okay, then it's going to be, it increased by 52.17%. Then it would have cost us 12 rand and 93 cents per liter. So the previous one was? It was 14.51 or 52, and this is 12.93. Alright. So with the increase in dollars per the cost per barrel, and the increase of your rands to dollars exchange rate, based on that, 22 rand per liter is just way too high. Okay, so I will think this over the weekend. Okay, and you guys can ask other people, and then we can come to a conclusion on Monday. All right? Yes. You. Yes.
So can you think of another question as well?
I must think of another question. Yes.
Exercise 12.8 number 9, because that just didn't make any sense.
12.8. Which question is this?
Yeah.
Is this 12.7?
Yeah.
12.9.
12.8.
Now we're getting there. Okay. So as we said, so the question was calculate the expected increase in petrol based. So the expected increase is going to be 18.95 cents. Okay, but the increased amount is going to be 18.95 cents minus your 8.50. That's the increased amount. Then I'd ask you for the increased percentage. Then I'm going to say 18.95 minus 8.50 over 8.50 times 100. Okay, if you want me to do that calculation, we can do that as well. So it's going to be the difference, which is 18.95 minus 8.50 over 8.50 times 100. Okay? So the expected increase. Yes, it's very high. It's 122.94. Okay, that's percent. Okay. Otherwise, now the reason why I've omitted 22.09, because then that would mean to say the petrol price per liter, and that's why I omitted it, is almost 160% increase, which that didn't make. That made even worse, a bigger, what's his name, than the previous one of 18.95. Alright. But as I said, I will think about it. I'll speak to others about it, and then we'll get back to you, okay? Otherwise, if you guys came up with a solution with the help with somebody else, you can hear it on Monday. No? You're in school on Monday, no? Right. Then you guys had for homework timelines. Right. Nice. Odd numbers. So your homework is going to be even numbers and division exercise. Okay, because the revision exercise is next. Just give me a chance to make a mistake. You don't even give me a chance to make a mistake. Yes, check your skills, and that is on page. Check your skills on page 285, 286. It's a hand-in assignment. So I'll collect again on Monday. Girlfriend there with a pink mask? Monday. No? Why am I reminding you? Why am I reminding you? Besides that you were daydreaming? Why else am I reminding you specifically? There we go. No? But this time is different, not so? Yes, there we go. No? People, out of exercise 12.8, the odd numbers. Any problems with number 1? Number 3? 5? Yes. Okay. 7? Yes. Okay. Micronation, which one was you on? 9. No problem. Get there. Yes? Yeah, but let's first do the corrections. You want to first do that? Okay, so I did say yesterday, and what's the name just reminded us that we had to do the second example as well. No? And the time is running out, so let's do the second example first, and then the bell will probably ring. And then we will do whatever problems you had with this exercise, we will look into the next video, okay? Is that okay? Alright, so Monday we're going to have quite a few questions. Otherwise, you can have a look at it over the weekend again and then try and do it after you have seen now what's happening in this example. Okay, this example 2 on page. Or maybe this is also the reason why we couldn't have done the full homework, the exercise. 282. Yeah? On page 282. So we are told the savings account is open when the initial deposit. Initial means your starting point. No? Initial, your first. An initial deposit of 13,500. So that's going to be T0 is 13,500. 2 years later, second deposit of 25,700. So that takes us to T2. So it's plus 25,700. 5 years after the account was opened, 18,400 is withdrawn from the account. So that takes us to T5. So it's minus 18,400. The interest rate for the first 3 years. So that takes us to T3. The interest rate for the first 3 years is 9% per annum compounded annually. The interest rate decreased to 8.8% per annum for the remaining period. Calculate the balance on the savings account at the end of 8 years. So this is our timeline. Okay? So how many variations on this account? There's 1, at points 2, 3. Not so. So how many A formula is that? 4. It's 1. How many years from T0 to T2? 2. T2 to T3? 1. T3 to T5? 2. T5 to T8? 3. 3, 6, 7, 8. So yes, 8 years. Okay? So, A1, we'll follow the formula, P into 1 plus I to the exponent. So it's 13,500 into what? 1 plus 0,09 to the exponent 2. So that gives us it's 13,500 open brackets 1 plus 0,09 to the exponent 2. That gives us 16,039 rand and 35 cents. Not so? So what happens now? Interest rate changes. Not the interest rate, but the principal value changes to 16,039 rand and 35 cents. What happens? We're adding 25,700 rand to it. Not so? So that gives us an answer of, so you say plus 25,700. So that gives us an answer of 41,739, sorry, and 35 cents. Okay. So now we go to the A2 formula. Remember, that's the amount lying at that point T2. So what happens now? A2 is going to be 41,739 rand and 35 cents. Up until where we're going to T3 now. So there's your next variation. Not so? So that would be 1 plus, what's your interest rate here? 0,09. To the exponent? 1. So work that out. So it's that answer into 1 plus 0,09 to the exponent 1. You didn't need to put that exponent 1 there. I get 41,495, comma, 81 cents. Yes? 45. 45 for, yes, you're right. 45,495 rand and 89 cents. Okay? Any confusion so far? You all okay with this so far? Right? So that is the amount of money that's lying in the account at this point here. Not so? Are we adding or subtracting anything at that point? No. So what's happening? It's going to draw interest again. Not so? So no change in your p-value. So it goes straight into A3 equals 45,495 rand and 89 cents into 1 plus your interest rate now changes to that 0,08 to the exponent 2, because that's 2 years. That gives us, go again, answer. You see me using the answer button all the time. 1 plus 0,08 to the exponent 2. 53,066 rand. 53,066 rand and 41 cents. Okay. But what happens here now? You're minusing what? So your p-value is going to change. So it's going to be 53,066 rand and 41 cents. We're minusing 18,400. 18,000 gives me a new p-value of 34,000. Triple 6.4. Which means to say that is the amount of money lying here now. Is it a drawing interest for how many years? 3 years. Make sense, people?
Yes.
So that's going to be A4 It's going to be 34,666 Rand and 41 cents into 1 plus 0.08 for how many years? 3 years. Here's the answer into 1 plus 0.08 to the exponent. Three. 43,669. You all okay with that? 43,669, comma? 69. Okay, let's see how far before we? Before I show you another way of doing the same thing. Not off. Double six, yeah, that's good. Okay, all okay with that? So before you do, I just want to show you something. There's a way of doing this without doing all these calculations all the time. However, your understanding of your timeline or your financial maths has to be solid. Okay. I'll show you quickly. So what happens is, for your A total, you're going to consider 13,500 Rand for, we take it till the interest rate change. Okay? There are actually 3 ways of doing it. Remind me Monday and I'll show you another way. Okay, so this is the second way. So what happens is that we take till the exchange rate till there. So what happens is, you got 13,500 into 1 plus 0.09. For how many years is it from there to here? 3 years. Can you see that? But now this 13,500 still throws an interest for another, how many years? 5 years. At 0.08 for 5 years. So I've considered the 13,500 incomplete. You see that? Here we go. Plus. Now we look at the 25,700 Rand. We take it again till where the interest rate changes. So we take it from there to there. How many years is that for? Sorry? 1 year. So it's going to be 25,700 into 1 plus the interest rate there is 0.09 for 1 year. Then what happens? It throws a due interest rate there at 0.8%. 0.08. So it's 1 plus 0.08. And how many years is that for? 5 years. But this is a minus here. Not so. Now I take the minus out. Minus 18,400 into. And for how many years is that for? At our what interest? 0.8 for 3 years. Okay, let's check if it's right. 30,500 into 1 plus 0.09, and that is to the exponent 3 times 1 plus 0.08, and that is to the exponent 5 plus 25,700 into 1 plus 0.09 to the exponent 1, we don't need that, times 1 plus 0.08 to the exponent 5 minus 18,400 into 1 plus 0.08 to the exponent 3. 43,669 and 69 cents. So why didn't I show you this method first? Because that was the method, actually the other method I'll show you on Monday was the way I normally talk. But for the average to weaker learner, they understood the first method that we did better. You guys understand? Right. People, don't forget the homework. Enjoy the weekend. Good afternoon, class. Hi. Yes? Sorry?
Twice.
0 comma?
0.8.
Which one? Wait. This one, yeah?
Yes, like
You see what I do in it? I take this amount here and I take it till the end. So if you look at this here, from there till the interest rate change. No? From there to there, 3 years. From there to there is 5 years. So this is this part of the calculation. You see? Then what I do after that, I say, okay. So that's accounted for. So what happens is I must consider this amount now. So I must first take it to the interest rate change. So it's 25,700 into the interest, which is 1 plus 0.09 to the 1 till the end on that amount. Yeah. So this, what I do is I take the amount and I see what happens to 30,500 only. Then I say what happens to 25,700 then only. You understand? And what happens to withdrawing?
the bracket because there's one interest, there's two different interest rates, right?
Yes, there we go. That's why I take it to that point where the change of interest rate occurs.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.